Greetings, the wheel of the internet. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squeal Talk at the Movies. I know I said this at one of my previews at the movies already, but of all the franchises that Pixar has created, why is it that Cars is the one that keeps getting sequels? The original movie was released to mixed feelings. Some people hated the fact that it was essentially the movie Doc Hollywood, but with cars, and others didn't mind so much. Some people hated this character. Others thought he was funny. Until the second movie came out and we all realized how annoying it could be. And speaking of sequels, Cars 2 is easily the worst Pixar film we've ever seen. And so, they're making a trilogy out of it. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to this one, but we're gonna go watch it anyway. The characters. One of the first things I noticed about Cars 3 is that they benched Mater. They seriously put this guy on timeout after the second movie's fiasco. Luigi and Guido have a bigger role in the movie than he does, and they're really not in it that much either. The movie focuses on who it should, Lightning McQueen, and a new character, Cruz Ramirez. McQueen has had an attitude adjustment for the first movie he was in. It might have had it in the second, but he was barely in it, so who could tell? He's become respectable and polite, and even shares a friendly rivalry with two other racers. But after going through a midlife crisis, he finds himself trying to find his lost mojo. He was enjoyable to watch, even though he doesn't make an endless amount of wisecracks like certain other characters, and that made him more relatable to the audience. Cruz, on the other hand, takes up the comedy role in this, as his new fitness trainer to get him ready for what's ahead. She's a blissful daydreamer, but an absolute delight, and as the movie progresses, we find that she doesn't know as much as she thinks she does, and discover her own emotional journey through the movie. So, I am surprised to say, but I actually liked how these characters were portrayed. The plot. McQueen is an all-star champ that can't seem to be topped until a new race car enters the lineup, Jackson Storm, designed to go faster than any race car before him, and he's not alone. More and more newer cars are entering the tracks, forcing the older generation out and giving McQueen a real run for his money. Now he has to recapture his racing mojo or risk forced retirement himself. When I first saw the trailers, I rolled my eyes at it. Let me guess, another race. But no, not really. The focus is on McQueen facing the reality that he may be outdated in the race industry. The movie is much more of an emotional journey than an actual race around a track, and that made the plot more compelling and interesting. And it even made the ultimate race at the end even more enjoyable to watch. Design. It's still Pixar, but I suppose the problem with this one is that when you make cars people, there's really only so much you can do with them. You don't get a lot of creative liberty when you're kind of restricted to cars. But they still manage to get them looking alive, and there's still a few moments where pure Pixar creativity can shine. Overall, surprise, surprise, Cars 3 is good. Possibly even the best of the trilogy. The characters are likable and relatable, but also fun to root for. The story went in a direction I wasn't expecting, but that actually made it much more interesting. And it's always a delight to see a Pixar film in action. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a must-see. It's a great emotional journey for the end of a trilogy. And now, a moment with previews. Okay, I used to watch the show too. I like it, so I'm looking forward to this one. Something feels off about this one. It was just like with Pets, how it looked hilarious at first, but as I started watching more and more of the trailers, something was off about the whole thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Not to nitpick straight away on a Pixar movie, but this whole trailer is resembling a certain other movie I rather enjoyed. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk at the Movies. I thank my loyal subjects for watching. Please like and subscribe to me. You can also check out any of my other videos or even support the whole channel on Patreon.